Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name's Michael.
My name's Steve.
And welcome to an exciting episode of Friendship
Supreme.
Have you ever just gotten a feeling from someone, you get the ick?
We're the podcast dares to ask.
Oh, we are the podcast dares to ask. We're the podcast that dares to ask.
Get it together.
How long have we been doing this? I was talking to Katie. I was talking to Katie about how we were back in that old fucking townhome when we were doing Blastoise Flinched, and you would come over and we'd sit on that little futon and talk for hours about what we were going to record about. And then realize, oh shit, maybe we should start recording.
Still doing that.
It's still accurate. It's still a thing. We're the podcast that dares to ask, guys. You ever watch a show and you just kind of get a yucky feeling about someone?
I do often. Is it fair to say everyone from Friends?
Every single one of them.
I don't root
They're
for
terrible
any
friends.
of them.
They're all the worst friends that you could possibly have.
Yeah. They're not great.
They're horrible to each other.
Terrible advice.
They're constantly sleeping with each other when they know the other one likes the other ones.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I'm really busy and I can't meet new people.
Also, Ross is quite possibly the most annoying fucking human being to ever exist.
So today we're talking about shows where the main character is typically the least favorite, or for me, I guess, the least favorite character, and for you, I have honorable mentions that don't count because I don't feel like they're the main character, and I wrote Friends, and I wrote Ross. Like, you're not the main character, but I definitely am the least fan of you.
There could be an argument that he may be the main character. A lot of things revolve around him specifically. We know more about his career than anybody else. We know more about his love life than anybody else.
That's just because they just don't want to deal with it. Well, I mean, there's the actor, and there's the chef, and there's the one that likes to fucking be in fashion. I don't think she ever had like a hardcore job.
She's a barista sometimes.
Yeah, and then the fucking one that's just trying to make it as a musician.
Dude, do we know? Oh, Phoebe, she's also a masseuse. Okay.
That's right. She is a masseuse. And then Chandler, it's funny that you don't know what he does.
He does something with numbers.
Yeah. I also wrote 2.5 Men.
Oh, yeah. Alan?
Alan. Yeah.
Annoying
but like,
as fuck.
You know, main character, but not main character, right? Gilmore Girls.
One of the Gilmore Girls? Rory?
Yeah. Yep. That's the one that everybody says.
That's the daughter, right? I think Lorelai is the mom.
I have to imagine the daughter was annoying. Not as a person. I'm sure she's great, but this is a character. You're a teenage kid. I'm sure you're very aggravating. That 70s show?
Eric, 100%.
Yeah.
Why do I root for Red 99% of the time? I don't know.
You know what? I feel like I didn't really mind him as much. I know that, like, in real life, they didn't really care for him, but
I also do not like Kelso, though. I think the only one I liked, and I think it's problematic now that I like him, was Hyde. Yeah,
it's a real fucking terrible person.
Yeah,
he's in jail, I believe.
Oh, good.
For like some serious shit. And then The Office, I wrote
every character.
Oh, okay.
Well, not okay. Andy, Michael Scott, fucking terrible. I think there are times
he's supposed to be.
God, but
and also
it hurts
hard to give someone the main character in that.
Fair. Dwight's terrible. Nelly
but also
at some point's terrible. Robert California's terrible.
Robert California's not terrible.
God, it's so fucking just cringy. All of those characters.
Yeah, that's fair. Cringy, yeah, for sure, but not terrible. I feel like he was. That's the whole thing. Like, I just talked you out of your own job. Anywho,
I remember Nelly trying to eat a taco and me thinking, God, I fucking hate you so much.
That show, there's so many. It's a good show. I understand it's a good show. It's still a good show that people watch today. That show's problematic as fuck. Tell me how we make Karen like the not good person in this situation.
All the time I talk about that, like, because we watch that show frequently in this household, and Karen Filippelli gets fucked over hard for no reason.
Like, definitely did absolutely nothing wrong. And then, like, some of the fans are like, "Oh, look at her," blah blah blah. I'm like, the girl who made out with him knowing he was married, that one's fine. I get that one.
Yeah.
But like, he was single and they got together and she was good to him and they were good together.
I made the argument with Katie that, like, there was no good reason from the writer's standpoint to make them an item knowing that they were going to do that with Jim and Pam.
Yeah.
Like, it was really pointless, and we wrote off a character that could have been a good character for other things. Like, she could have been a device for other things. Like, Karen was a good character. We obviously wrote her off later on because Rashida Jones went to go do Parks and Rec, which is fine. Yeah. But, like, we didn't have to do her dirty the way we did her.
She easily could have taken over, and I want to say didn't at some point take over something.
Yeah, she's a branch manager in another branch. Yep.
So, and I mean, I guess had you done that, and then they would have been all together. But then how long does that joke last? You know. Anyway, that's not what this is about. I'm going to start with the first show, which is How I Met Your Mother and Ted, who I think
Mosby's terrible.
The worst guy.
Yeah, no, Ted Mosby's horrible.
He cries about everything, like, "Oh, where's my love?" and then fucks up every relationship he's in.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Fun fact. If you watched How I Met Your Father, same feeling.
Oh, okay, good.
Hilary Duff, annoying as fuck. I fucking hated that character while I was watching that show. Pretty sure that's who that is.
It is.
For a second, I'm like, man, am I confusing blonde white ladies? I can't remember.
Nope, you nailed that one. You're real good at identifying the blonde white ladies.
Yeah, equally annoying as fuck. Cannot stand her character.
I didn't even. I was so disappointed with how the other one ended. After this long journey. But I was like, the nerve of you to put this other one in my face.
I watched it because I ran out of things to watch one day and I was sick and I was like, you know what? Like, let's let it roll. And I fucking started watching it and I was like, this is not great, but it is.
I made a mistake.
Cleve gets text messages from me all the time like, hey, I started this. And I'm kind of like stuck now watching it and I don't know how to feel about it. It was like Velma. Oh, I did not watch the season finale though.
What?
I know, I gotta go back and watch it. Ugh.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously,
you gotta grind your teeth a little bit tonight.
I need to know how it ends. Is that a good example? Velma? Because I fucking hated Velma the whole time.
I mean, yes, but you hate all those characters as well.
Fred is
That's
problematic.
A real friend situation.
Fred is real problematic, but Velma makes me like Fred more. Like, I know I'm supposed to hate Fred, but I'm like, God, Velma is the worst. Maybe Fred's not that bad.
On screen, yeah. How funny also from The Office.
Oh my God. Yeah, and she wrote a lot of episodes for that. I'm just so curious what happened to Mindy Kaling.
I did not enjoy her in her show either. Now that we're talking about,
no,
yeah,
100%.
Which is, and I like her.
Do we?
Which is
that's the question. Do we?
Which is weird. Well, I don't want to like bash on this like
no, agreed.
One woman who's like
doing her thing.
You know, yeah,
she's doing her thing.
But
it's just not for us.
Our thing,
I guess.
But then that makes it sound bad too.
The Mindy Project didn't work for us, and that's fine. It worked for some people. Velma did not work for anybody. There is not a person on this earth defending Velma right now.
I've seen her be funny.
Stand up?
But like, I don't know if she does stand up. I don't know.
She's a comedian, so I assume, but
That's fair, I guess. Some do, some don't. Just kind of depends.
Also fair.
Because I would say Ryan Reynolds is an actor.
Well, the podcast that dares ask, is Mindy Kaling even funny, guys? What the fuck's
I've
happening
seen
out
her
there?
be funny.
When?
In The Office.
But is she funny or is that character funny? Because she's never that character. That's not her in real life. Like that's like some people derive things from their personality. That is never the vibe I get from Kelly. Kelly is not who.
But also maybe.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't know enough about her. I know that she pairs herself up with some white guy every opportunity she can.
And then downs herself and her culture. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Which is the
big complaint.
If you have any issues to throw in here, by all means, I'm just gonna go on if you don't.
The Office was a big one I wanted to talk to you about because I felt like everybody was a problem in The Office. That's not
everybody's but is there a main character?
There's not. But then that's the issue I run into a lot with the shows I watch is defining who the main character ends up being, right? But there are some shows that are purposely like that, where they want you to hate the character. So I also thought that, which is dang it, why am I cannot think of the name now? Shame something. Shameless, thank you. Shameless, which is fucking William H. Macy, who plays the best dirtbag on God's green earth. And I just he makes you want to hate him, and thus I do hate him. And does that make him a good character? I don't know. Katie brought a really good one up, is Loki. But we were thinking when we were having this conversation of everybody in the show hating the main character, not necessarily me hating the main character.
Yes, I distinctly do not like Ted, and I'm supposed to.
That's very fair. Yeah, no, Ted Mosby sucks. He's I think it's the whiny aspect, right? Like anytime you have a whiny character, it's like God.
Yeah.
Okay, Midoriya. I'm supposed to love Midoriya watching My Hero Academia, and there are times where I'm like, "Fuck, man, just get punched in the face, please."
And I would say he is the main, even though we follow other people a lot, I would say he's the main character from My Hero Academia. You're correct. And you're supposed to be rooting for him. And he's supposed to be like this quirky little nerdy kid.
There are times where I'd love to watch him get his fucking clock cleaned. Anyway.
I put an asterisk on this one. I say New Girl.
Jess?
Very clearly about Jess.
Is she the main character?
I don't hate Jess. Well, I think so. I think you start with her, you end with her.
After her, and she has a theme song.
Yeah. But I just love everyone else so much more than her.
Yeah. Well, and we've talked about this on a personal level because it was tough to get my wife to watch this show. But once I explained to her that it's almost like we're not supposed to like her. Like she's not who the show really is about, even though she is the main character. Like you need to take your enjoyment out of the surrounding characters because they do so well with all the other characters.
And it's not even like her dealing with their situations. They're just doing funny shit also around her.
Yeah.
But
they have their own shenanigans going on.
And I thought, you have to reflect back and go, okay, I like all these guys and not the one girl. But like Cece. I love Cece way more than.
Sounds like Winston Cece mix up.
Yeah, I would put Cece at maybe second or third to me.
Yeah.
It would go Schmidt, and then Nick, and then right under I would put Cece maybe, and then Winston. Because they really didn't know what the fuck to do with Winston for like a year and a half.
They sure did not.
I cat shirts now.
Think I may be in a minority on this one, and I'm willing to accept it. And I think a lot of it is personal, me not liking it. Big Bang Theory. I hate Leonard. I hate Sheldon. You know what? I hate all of them. I don't think there's one that I like except for the girlfriends. I like Little Tiny Glasses one, and then Tall Glasses one. I can't remember their names right now. Fuck,
a fucking sorority guy.
What are their names? Oh, okay, Bernadette And he's really smart.
He's really smart.
Jeffrey. Mayim?
Amy.
Mayim.
Yeah. Mayim is her real name. Amy is well, you said Bernadette, and that was not her real name.
That fair.
So
I don't know. I don't know her
route.
real name because I don't know anything else she's done, but I do enjoy her character.
She was in Night Court. You watched that a little bit.
Oh God, it was fucking terrible. Katie was like, I loved the original Night Court, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. She's like, watch this with me. And I watched 3 episodes, and I'm like, I can't finish this.
That is fair. I think out of the guys, like Sheldon, I get it, right? The quirkiness of him and possible anyway. He's like
He's on the spectrum.
On the spectrum, yeah.
Yeah.
A level of autism.
Oh, he's 100% on the spectrum, yeah. I think they've later confirmed it, but
and so I get that, and you know that is great that we showed that for that character. I'm okay with that, but yeah, Howard, I don't like the Weasley pervert guy all the time.
He is great boy
Leonard
to an extreme.
Yeah. And, oh my god, live action. Anyway, and then Leonard will be Midoriya. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
Raj, I was
fine.
I was a bit more okay with.
He was such a neutral character that whatever.
No love for Penny, huh?
Okay, so and so this is why I think I don't like these characters, the guys, and then also Penny. Whereas I liked Amy and Bernadette was that Amy and Bernadette broke ridiculous stereotypes and built growth and provided something, sustenance to this world. Whereas for like 4 seasons, Penny is just a doorknob. And we do it on purpose because it's funny. She doesn't understand words and science.
Well, it's funny when you press the little button that makes them laugh. That's what it's funny.
And then on top of that, we have the 3. Raj, I agree, is very vanilla, right? Like, it's just a bland character that doesn't offer a lot. He's scared to talk in front of women. It's funny for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's his gimmick. Howard is just straight pervert. But like,
I bet he does this a lot. He little fingers tilt together.
This fucker is sniffing every pair of panties he can get his hands on. And I think it's that they all perpetuate such negative stereotypes about being nerds and being geeks that I have family members to this day, whether it's by law or by blood, that tell me they understand, my nerdiness because they watched this show and know these characters. And it's like your whole basis on people that like cartoons or superheroes or comic books is based off of 3 extremely negative stereotypes that exist.
Yeah.
So like they just don't provide any benefit to the world aside from let's make fun of adults.
Because Sheldon's just a straight up genius, and geniuses are on a different level than the rest of us.
Fair. I think like even like my sister, who is considered to be abnormally intelligent, also felt like this show somehow puts people in a box and is like, this is your box, you exist in it now, like figure it out. And it's just annoying. Like the characters suck most of the time. They're cringy, they're not great. They're just not heroes in their own film, in their own show.
Yeah, I get that completely. Yeah. What's funny is I watch Kaylee
Cuoco?
Coco?
Is it just Coco? I always say Cuoco, but I'm sure that's not right.
I've watched her in 2 other shows, and she's good in the 2 other shows, obviously, because I keep watching shows with her in them. But she also just kind of
is the same character.
Yes, and which is fine because that's what they want you to do.
Yeah. She does great on Harley Quinn. She does a good voice. Like, I enjoy and buy into that.
Yeah, I would say like that, you get a very drastic different. She's playing a character at that point.
Right.
But it's the flight attendant, which was on Max. And then
say it again, you dirty.
God, I hate saying it. And then
I sent out an X the other day and I felt real gross.
Based on a true story, which is on Peacock, which is about them having a podcast with a serial killer. I've
seen the trailer for that.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Is it the best show I've ever seen? No, but it was good. They do, not too spoiler into that show. They do a thing that I hate a lot, which is the characters will fantasize about something happening.
So then you have to watch it thinking it's happening, and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, more times than you need to do. It's a real fucking
like think about telling somebody off, scene. And then it's like, haha, I didn't actually do it. Yeah. I'm just thinking about it.
Oh, he broke a bottle and slit his throat and went on a murdering spree. Just kidding. I'm still in the living room.
Yeah. I hate that.
Once or twice is fine. Don't do it every time.
Don't rely on any specific trope. Yeah, no.
Also, what do we know? The Big Bang Theory had fucking 12 seasons.
So many seasons. Well, it's because the average person enjoyed feeling like they understood nerds and funny things. Like it.
Yeah. And then I feel like for the nerds, it gave you like just enough little Easter egg words, little buzzwords to make you feel like
maybe. Yeah. I can do that. Yeah.
I like to sniff fucking girls' panties when they leave the room too.
What is such a Howard name? Why can I never fucking remember his fucking name?
I keep wanting to say Midoriya.
I do too. Mineta. You're right. It was close. Yeah, Mineta. Fucking Mineta, man. The most disgusting. You're right. That's Howard. That's
such a Mineta.
I want. You know what's funny? Like I never watched that show to the end. Big Bang. I stopped watching it like probably season 5 or 6. Whenever Leonard and Penny became like real serious, like they were gonna get married and stuff, I stopped watching it.
Which is it's funny because we talk about how much we like it. Here we are, fucking still watching it. At least till season 5. You carry them the rest of the way.
Yeah. And I just no, Howard.
I heard the ending was really good. What we need to do is go back and just watch how all these shows ended.
If we want to go back and watch them again,
no, I'm actually good with just knowing how the ending moving on.
Yeah, every once in a while I sometimes think about that of Big Bang Theory for some reason. I'm like,
that Big Bang talk.
It's not great. I remember now. This wasn't good.
Big Bang talk, very close to being something else.
That is definitely a porn site.
Another show.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you so much.
Nope. I also have passionate feelings about Big Bang Theory, so we can get this out on this episode. Everybody Loves Raymond, which I don't think people think about until you think about it.
You mean
which everyone else is better than him. Everyone else.
So sometimes, and I've yes, because he's just a shitty fucking husband, shitty dad, shitty son. Like he's just a shitty fucking person. There are some times that his wife does some shitty things too, and like I'll be like, that was real fucking manipulative and crazy for her to do. But like I also, can I blame you for having to survive with this piece of shit? Like maybe I guess it makes sense that you do what you did.
Yeah, it's far in when she starts doing some shit that's questionable. You live next to your fucking in-laws. They come in all the time. These fucking twins.
Yeah, none of them are great, but I agree. Raymond is
the daughter in that show. You know what? I like him more than
he whines.
Raymond.
I think it's the whining every time that gets me.
The daughter in that show is 32 now.
Shit. Jesus Christ, we're fucking old.
Let that fucking
we're walking.
Well, what I'm thinking is I'm 35. Like, how old was I when I was watching this? Like
It was early 90s when it was out.
When and why did I start watching this show?
We were walking in the fucking the grocery store today, and I was like, Katie, you're almost 40. And she just started grabbing the wall. I'm like, yeah, it's like the Thanos moment when you fucking just start flaking away.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so Raymond, Deborah, Robert, Frank, and Marie. Where are we ranking? Who are we ranking first to last?
Deborah's at the end, like as far as like lead.
Deborah,
I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant okay. So number one being the one you like the most. Number five.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Deborah,
Sorry.
I like the most. I think
Okay.
Frank almost comes in next.
Frank is good.
But it might be because
R.I.P.
It might be because I specifically have relationship issues with my mom, like boundary issues. Like she tries to push herself into my life a lot. So like maybe I don't like Marie as much, and so that's why Frank gets bumped up. But I think then it would be probably Marie, then Robert, then Raymond.
I think I put Frank above Deborah, and only because like Deborah's obviously supposed to be the normal one, like the baseline of how shit should be run, and then everybody else is all over the fucking place.
Frank's got his priorities right. He wants food. That's all he cares.
It's fucking, a little problematic for today's world. I might enjoyability. I might put Marie above Deborah.
Okay.
Because
he provides a lot more comedy, certainly.
And I feel like you take the parents out of the show.
Oh yeah,
what are we doing?
It's not a show anymore.
What are we doing without those two?
Yeah, I know. There has to be.
And then Deborah, and then Robert. You know what? Robert's the whining, but it's like the older brother, little brother thing that I think I kind of enjoy about it. Like they're the obvious favorite child, and then this other kid that also was born and lives here.
Spoiler alert, guys! I was the other kid.
The twins are 28, if you were curious. Frank Peter Doyle passed away December 12th, 2006. And Doris Roberts Marie passed away on April 17th, 2016. Just if you were curious. They're gone now. You know what else is weird? Sometimes I will get bummed out watching a show knowing that the person's dead.
Fair.
I don't know why, but every once in a while I'm like, that sucks. It's hard for me to enjoy their work now. I don't know. The weird tick I have.
Because you just know they're never gonna come out with anything else, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Also, Brad Garrett, who's Robert, has done so much more than I feel Raymond. Did Raymond just stop doing things?
He did do a lot of stand up. And
he did do a lot of stand up. You're right.
That I think Everybody Loves Raymond did well, and he did more stand up because of that.
Robert's supposed to be the older child, right?
Yeah.
Raymond is actually 2 years older.
Huh. He does look younger than Robert, at least in the show.
He does. Well, because fucking Brad Garrett's a fucking giant.
Yeah.
Oh, Ice Age. He did Ice Age. All the Ice's ages.
One of them. He was one of the characters.
The Mastodon, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mammoth. I don't know what they actually called it.
Yeah. John Leguizamo was one of the characters in that too.
Ice Age Meltdown, Ice Age Collision Course, which is not Pat Morita. Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age Continental Drift, Ice Age An Adventure of Buck Wild, Ice Age A Mammoth Christmas. There's a lot of these. I don't remember there being.
He's really cashing in on the fucking Ice Age. Dennis Leary, he was also somebody. He was the saber-tooth tiger.
He was.
And so then John Leguizamo was the sloth?
Yes. That's correct.
Dead.
Also, a show called Men of a certain age with Holt from 99.
Is he dead?
Holt?
Yeah.
I want to say no, and it looks like no.
Okay, I vaguely, like, just randomly the other day was talking to Katie about 99 and was like, I feel like I remember seeing something come across my screen that he was dead. I was real sad about it. Aaron Brogger, right?
Um,
Something.
Andre
Andre.
Broader, yeah.
Yeah.
Plays the cop a lot.
Yeah, he does it well.
He does do it well. Joe, Terry, and Owen's college days together seem a long time ago, even though the succeeding years have passed quickly. Still best friends, they have formed a different bond with all the changes and challenges of midlife as they lean. This sounds terrible. I don't want to read more of it. Like I'm good. It had 2 seasons, and it's a drama. That's with Raven. No, thank you. I pass on that.
Okay.
Did you have any shows that you wanted to mention?
Well, I did start watching a new show that's nothing but depressing, and I think they want me to root for some characters in it, and I hate them all. I hate all the main characters.
Okay.
What is the definition of a main character, right?
I would say the story doesn't completely only revolve around them, but like I would say they take up most of the story.
Like,
but you're right. So many shows are not that necessarily anymore.
Right. We don't have a everybody hates Chris or everybody loves Raymond, where it's like obviously centered around.
Well, I would say Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I would say would be Jake.
Peralta,
Even though we followed the rest of them quite a bit.
Yeah, I've been watching a show called Heels that I, for some reason, was advertised to, and then I was like, "I'll watch that." And it has been nothing but a roller coaster that goes down. There's no up, and it just feels fucking brutal. And there are characters that are supposed to have redemption moments that I'm just like, God, I want you to get hit by a truck. Like, I don't want you to make it out of this.
I was looking up like the shows, and it said Felicity and Arrow. It said that said, my feelings on that changed after season 2. I no longer liked Arrow. Like,
fuck Felicity, man.
She was terrible. I was like, hey, thanks for fucking helping me walk again, but I don't like you.
I actually want nothing to do with you anymore. Like, bye. And then later on being like, I kind of might want to do something with you, but I don't know.
But I would say she doesn't count. She's not a main character. But if it's just characters in the show that we didn't fucking like, maybe that's what this episode should just be. Absolutely, the entire cast of Friends and Felicity and Rory. Maybe you tell me, Michael.
I've never seen the show. I know that Melissa McCarthy's in it though.
I also know that
Suki, which is
that
also
I
the
don't
name
know.
of the main character in True Blood, which I've also never seen.
I've never seen True Blood either. Is True Blood any good?
I've heard it's very dramatic. Very.
I was thinking Blue Blood, but still also never saw this.
Such a wildly different fucking show. Oh no, I need a show now that's Blue Blood and True Blood mixed together. True Blue Blood.
Oh, that sounds like a group I don't want to be a part of.
Just a bunch of fucking shitty cops that are also vampires. Their number one enemy is Blade. Old Wesley Snipes just walking around stabbing him with fucking. Oh my god, this is a movie. Where are we at?
He don't want to open his eyes, but it's fine. We'll just CG it on. Get to going.
Shit, man.
Those are very different shows.
Wildly different.
You were correct.
Oh man,
What is Blue Bloods cast?
I think it's Tom Selleck's in that.
He is. I kept wanting to say Jennifer Lopez. What's the one with her in it?
Does Jennifer Lopez have a TV show? Are you talking about when she was a fly girl? Are we talking about fucking In Living Color now?
Jennifer Lopez show. Shades of Blue. Boy.
He pulled a real fucking Michael right now, guys. This is not happening often.
Hold on a second. Shades of Blue. Blue Blood, True Blood. That's an easy. I'm not gonna say
he's just
easy
throwing
mistake,
things out there, guys.
Easy transition.
That fucking was Ray Liotta and Jennifer Lopez. I don't even know that I knew this was a fucking show.
3 seasons, 2 to 16, man. I was like, I know she was in a show about blood or blue.
It's like, no, I typed in shades of blue and I just have a bunch of fucking things that are just like, here's all the different shades of blue.
Yep, that might happen. Yeah, if you get a lot of that. And then like picture both of them. Was she a bad cop?
Let's see. Harley Santos, who's Jennifer Lopez, is a charismatic single mother and resourceful detective at heart of a tight-knit crew of Brooklyn detectives, led by the enigmatic Lieutenant Matt Wozniak, or Ray Liotta, who often directs the team to step outside the limitations of law and order to effect it. Oh, so they're all dirty cops. They're doing things they shouldn't fucking be doing to get justice.
Your definition, mine says Jennifer Lopez stars as the New York detective Harley Santos, a single mother who runs with a group of dirty cops. They spell it out over here.
This is I'm looking at NBC.com and it's like, like, you know, he tells them to go out of the way sometimes. It was. The cast includes Drea De Matteo from The Sopranos and Sons of Anarchy. Wait, I just want to get to who this person is because their two things are the Aviator.
Should we just have an entire episode of us just trying to remember old shows?
And fucking Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Vincent Laresca. Is that the white guy? Is that the white guy in fucking Tokyo Drift?
Oh, the white guy in Tokyo Drift.
Oh, it's not. Funny. I don't know who this guy is.
I was almost there. I don't recognize a lot of people from the show after, you know, the two people that we obviously spent all the money on.
Well, in fairness, the moment I was like, oh, Ray Liotta's in this, he's a bad guy. Ray Liotta doesn't do good guys.
Yeah, no, fucking for sure. Oh, there's this guy here named Casper Smart who I know is Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband.
Oh.
Maybe this is where they met.
How fun.
This is what any of us is about.
This is... Where are we? Well, the podcast is there to ask, how many fucking times can we say the word blood today?
One more.
Is there another show you can think of?
I can think of a movie.
Blood Rain.
Blood in, blood out. I'm going to put show and blood. Oh, wait. They got married in 2011. Can you tell me when when
Shades of Blue was that thing?
There you go. I was gonna say fucking blue shades.
Blue. 2018.
Oh, awkward. Blood shows. Oh.
That was the latest clip though. So maybe there's 2016. 2018 is when it ended. Jennifer Lopez has no business acting.
She's fine sometimes.
No.
What have you seen?
Gigi.
Yeah, well, there you go. In that case, Ben Affleck is a bit of a
Ben Affleck's fucking terrible too. I'll sign up for that.
Oh man, the best movies with blood in the title.
Was she in Made in Manhattan? That her?
Yes.
That was also.
She also had
mediocre. Mid.
Basically, the same thing with Owen Wilson, where he had a sign that said "Marry me," and she was like, "Yeah, all right," and then they did.
Did you watch that? I remember the
did.
trailer for that and going, "This is such a garbage fucking premise."
It was.
That's right.
And would
Because
you
he's at her
would you
show and it just says "Marry me." She's like, "Yeah."
would you believe that it didn't work out, but then it did? We're getting this. We're fucking all over the place. We're just like, go home.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you like Leonard from Big Bang Theory? Were you a big fan of Andy Bernard from The Office? Can you tell us another show
with the blue with blood in it?
Can you tell us another show that has blood in it? We have to know. I don't know. Oh, Andrew Bernard dresses up as the other character in True Blood. Because at one point in time for Halloween, because at one point he goes Chucky, and I just really hated how he said that. Because in a show about vampires, we had the main character named Suki, which is just sucky with an accent. Don't think I wasn't fucking stupid here. Anyways, guys, tell us what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Hit that notification button because we come out with episodes every fucking week. We come out with lots of stuff, and there's so much stuff out there. There's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. You can reach that
stuff.
You guys can read. We have a back catalog for days. You're bored. You broke your leg. You can't do anything. You need some entertainment. We're here for you. And if you want to tell us about how much you hate an episode from 3 years ago, I'd love to cry about it tonight. You guys can reach us on all of our social medias. It's Friendship Supreme, spelt friendship and supreme. All one word. Except for on Twitter. No eyes, because all eyes should be on this channel.
You mean X?
I mean X. It's so fucking.
I hate it so much.
Did you hear about real quick? Did you hear about the guy that apparently? Can you tell me about this? Is a photographer that like his whole entire thing, his shtick was X photography, and so like he had at X was his Twitter handle, and like had built this entire like business around this. And fucking Elon Musk was like, "Nah, dog, that shit's mine now. Fuck off," and fucking kicked him out of his account and took over it.
Really? I had not heard of that. That is.
It's not surprising.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Yep. When rich people have rich people money, and then they just want to have power. You don't like how Twitter's run? Fucking buy it. Anyways, guys, I've been Michael.
This is Wade. And if I could do anything, I would go back and try as hard as I could to talk the person in charge of Twitter into not selling it.